This paper is about my sources. Through the research that I have conducted about the death penalty, I have come across cases that are very tough. The things that these murderers have done are very heartless, and they are repulsive acts done with no remorse nor a negative feeling for what they have done. The first source that will be discussed is from thepeople.com. The Gabriel Fernandez case is widely regarded as one of the worst in recent times and made many feel bad for the young boy. The author included every detail about the case, which is why it was easy to choose. He described everything about the case and how the whole situation had occurred. The child was tortured and beaten and fed rotten and expired food. Not to mention that when they ran out of the expired food, they fed him cat food, and nobody needs the morality. The police tell them that it's unacceptable to do that. Not only did they give him cat food, they force-fed it to him. His older brother had testified that when it was bedtime, they would lock him in a drawer overnight and sometimes leave him in there during the day. And when the 911 operator got a call about Gabriel not being able to breathe, the paramedics rushed over, and when they had arrived, the paramedic on scene, in his testimony, he said that the injuries Gabriel sustained were some of the worst he had ever seen in all the years he had been a paramedic. When the case went to trial, it took about a year to come to a decision as what type of punishment they would be giving Gabriel's murderers. And then they had decided that after some weeks that they would be giving them the death penalty. Gabriel's family said they felt that they found justice for him. Another source that I had discovered on Britannica.com was the case of the infamous serial killer named Ted Bundy. He was a psychopath and a manipulative person who tortured his victims to his car, where he would knock them unconscious, kidnap them, and murdered them. He traveled to 3 different states and 3 different universities and to kill these young women, all in a span of 4 years. He was taken into custody, and then he eventually escaped and was on the run for about a month. In that time, he committed a few more murders and then was eventually caught again in Florida. When the case went to trial and the sentence was given, the judge read the jury's verdict that declared Bundy guilty of the murders that he had committed at Florida State University and attempted murder. He would receive the death sentence. Shortly after, Ted had confessed to about 32 confirmed murders before he was put to death, but experts believe that he killed over 100 people. The final source will be about the Nico Jenkins case. This is a case where a man had committed a total of 10 murders in the span of about a month. This man had planned out his murders in advance, which proves that he had no regard for any human life. When Jenkins was finally caught, he had shown no remorse at all, and he had nothing to say to the victims' families and had no intention of apologizing for his actions. When he was given the death sentence, the family of one of the victims said that they felt that they had been let go of the grip that Jenkins had on their family, and the same goes for the surviving victims of the Ted Bundy case. She was living in fear until she found out that the man that tried to kill her would soon no longer be able to put fear in her life. She finally felt that she found justice.